We take it for granted that if we live in a community that is diverse, then everybody will be able to live peacefully and work together peacefully.
One evening, I attended a seminar. The topic was Muslim-Christian relation. So I was there listening carefully, but unfortunately, the seminar was suspended because of the heated argument between hardline Christian and hardline Muslim.
The fact is that if we look at the world right now, there are many places in different parts of the world becoming more polarized. There is a fear of people who are different from them. There has to be a systematic, intentional approach on how we can respect one another.
Matthias Ho, Alwi Shihab, and the Leimena Institute team have been working together for years to foster social cohesion in Indonesia's diverse society. They recently launched the Cross-Cultural Religious Literacy Education Program as a new framework to strengthen peaceful, multi-faith, and multicultural collaboration.
For the last few years, we've been working on the training for teachers. We believe in a religiously diverse society. We need to be able to work together with people with different faiths, different religions, and at the same time disregard the differences or their faiths. We need to take them into account as part of their identity, and we need to respect them. The idea is how we can develop our ability to mutually respect one another, our faith, our religious differences, and still work together for the common good.
The way Leimena introduced cross-cultural literacy really fits in the context of Indonesia. We have more than 700 ethnic groups, thousands local languages, and many major religions and local religions.
Despite Indonesia being a country born of diversity, a national survey revealed that 6 out of 10 teachers will still hold religiously intolerant views.
The teacher has a very special role in educating the youth who will become the future leaders.
We see teachers not just about transferring knowledge, but it's about transforming the life of the people, how they can pass on the value to the students, and how they can set a role model.
Terciptalah kolaborasi yang bisa dilakukan murid beliau yang adalah murid-murid pesantren dengan orang-orang yang berbeda agama. Dan saya melihat mereka itu pemahamannya mulai terbentuk.
Dampak yang sangat luar biasa kita rasakan dari LKLB adalah pertama bagaimana kita mampu mengenal diri kita dan bagaimana kita mampu mengenal orang lain yang berbeda, bagaimana kita bisa berkolaborasi. Dari pendekatan LKLB itulah sebenarnya mendorong kita untuk bagaimana melakukan sebuah aksi nyata.
I'm very proud to say that once we started with our program, we have almost 7,500 graduates. And this will double in a very short time because so many people are eager to know and are eager to participate.
We have thousands of teachers already participating in this program. In about 2 years' time, right now we are already working, for example, with more than 20 religious and educational institutions in Indonesia.
Sejak saat itu, saya seperti mempunyai istilahnya challenge gitu ya, buat diri saya sendiri untuk bagaimana agar LKLB ini tidak hanya saya rasakan sendiri, tapi juga saya tularkan kepada siswa. Yang banyak saya berinteraksi dengan mereka yang berbeda agama justru menguatkan iman saya. Malah justru menguatkan iman saya, dan itu juga terjadi pada teman-teman saya yang melaksanakan LKLB ini. Sudah bisa menggabungkan sisi keterampilan LKLB dalam diri kita, maka kita tidak perlu ragu berinteraksi dengan mereka yang berbeda agama. Dan saya rasa memang LKLB itu harus diterapkan gitu dalam semua lini kehidupan.
Batik, in a way, really shows the process using the wax to protect the different places to have different color. If we want to love God, then we also need to love the neighbor. It is those different colors that really give the beauty of the design at the end result. Different context, different culture, but they are all beautiful.